Juicing, 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 chopping, chopping, chopping. Juicing, juicing, juicing is hard. All right. Okay, good morning. It is about 8. Stop it! Seriously. Come on. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. My name is Chris Bauer. It is November 4th, I think. It's November 4th, 2019. And today is day 26 of the Celery menu anticipation juice cleanse for the historic Logan Square neighborhood's Cafe Neckbeard. Owned and operated and chefed by Chef Anton Star Annis. And I am the PR representative and the procurement specialist of the restaurant. And I'm here to talk about my celery juicing experience as a way to increase the anticipation of the winter 2020 celery menu. Sometimes it hurts. And my whole point of doing this is just to kind of just like increase awareness. And I understand that there's like other issues out there that that sometimes people are like, well, that's not a priority. And like, no one understands that it's not a priority in the same way as other issues as much as Chef Anton. Chef Anton is just trying to not isolate himself, but just sort of realize that like we can't do everything. We can't focus on everything and all the time, and that we just need to kind of carve out our own place in the world and then sort of stay there. And then you're not, by staying there doesn't mean that you're not acknowledging that that stuff's important. It's just that you come to the realization that just you can't give it your full attention. Therefore, maybe don't give it as much attention as maybe you should. I don't know if that's the right way of looking at it, but basically it's come down to like, what are you supposed to do? Like stop everything? What am I supposed to do? Just stop everything? I'm just, I care about other stuff too, but I'm just like, I can't care. I care already too much about too many things. And, this is positive. This is positive. This is positive. And like everything about this is positive. And I understand that like, I don't know, you hear that stuff where it's like, you have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. And then shouldn't the same be true for activism? I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not like anti anything. I'm like pro the things that I'm supposed to be pro of in a way that I'm really supportive. I support everything that I can and possibly. And I'm just like, I'm just getting a lot of backlash. People are asking me like, isn't there more important things for you to do? And I was like, you know what? This is also my job. So like, if you want to criticize me about the way I spend my time for doing my job, this is part of my job, Yeah, I made the mistake of saying that I enjoyed my job, and I'm getting criticized for that, and it's okay. And like, the best thing about this is that I could do this or not do this, and that's one thing about my job. It might be different than your job, at least this job. Other jobs I have to do stuff. But for this job, I have like kind of the choice. Like, just Chef Anton trusts me. It gives me the freedom to be like, do what you want. If you're going to create sort of original advertisements for the restaurant, like go ahead, And, I do everything on my own here. And Chef Anton doesn't even use the internet or understand social media. And so I'm doing this all on my own. And like, some people ask me like, why are you the one that's doing this? Like, you don't know anything about social media. And I was like, well, in my response to that was like, maybe it's better to have someone that doesn't understand social media to run social media for the restaurant, because no one wants to see what everybody else has already seen before. And like, just like Chef Anton makes food that like no one else makes. So we want two originals, and not to compare the value of this to the value of his food, but I do want to say that like, there's probably some pluses to like me not understanding how this is normally done, and yeah, I've done some research. I understand how it's done, and like I've learned how to like look in the camera and stuff. I don't really understand how it all works as far as the networking, and I want to get more people to watch, but you know what? That's an antique wheelchair. That's been a wheelchair longer. It's pointless. I'm a little bit hyped up, and I'm not sure why. I woke up great, and I'm just like, oh man. And so I'm gonna drive through this madness, and I'm going to start off the best. I can't, hold on a second, we're gonna do this. Ow. This is Uni. If you ever see Uni, don't try to pet her because she's not very nice. But she can be very sweet to me. Maybe she can help me. Okay. She didn't enjoy that. I don't recommend doing that. But she does forgive quickly. Okay. It is November 4th, 2019. My name is Chris Bauer, and I'm just going to go ahead and take this day on, take some of this energy, and try to turn it into something positive. And for all the social justice people that you know what? I'm just going to apologize for everything. I'm just going to say, you know what? I wasn't really thinking. I'm defensive. I took some criticisms, and instead of accepting the criticisms as fair, I fought back and fought against some of the things that I actually believe in. And so I end up like kind of like joining. I realize now that I end up, my defensiveness, it makes me go to a position that I don't agree with. And you know what? That might be 2019 in a nutshell. It's like when President Obama criticized the cancel culture, and then all the people that are like, yeah, fuck cancel culture, ended up like joining like Bill O'Reilly for like a few minutes before they're like, wait a second, like it might be a fair criticism, dude, but like don't all go, yeah, like, you know what, there's always a balance, right? It's like, and like it seems kind of crazy that there's like the realization that President Obama was making. You know what? Wait, let me finish this. The realization that President Obama made, then people have a sort of cancel culture response to the cancel culture. So it's like, yeah, cancel that attitude. And you're like, man, I don't think we learned anything at all. And also like, I don't understand why it takes, you know what, this is why I don't talk about politics. This is not why I talk about politics, I think. It's because it gets all riled up and anyway, this is about celery juicing, not about this. So just forget that I was even talking about it. Okay, I might have to cancel this culture. Take care. Bye.